Alright, hello everyone, my name is Captain Cheerio. Welcome back. Today's tutorial slash episode is going to be how to land a small probe on the moon. And the reason that we're doing probes and Kerbals separate is so that, you know the difference, because getting a Kerbal there is a lot harder because it's bigger, they're heavier, and you have to get them back. So, we're gonna go into the tracking station. I've already done this once, and it failed, so we're gonna terminate that. The recording didn't work right, so I'm hoping this goes better. I've already built a vehicle. I'm not gonna go over it. And the first time I did it, I went through and explained everything. I'm just gonna show everything to you instead of trying to rebuild it. So yeah. You're also probably wondering why I'm wearing a hat. It's officially Hat Monday. Okay. Alright. So, let's explain things. This is the probe. That's the probe itself. Batteries to power it. Those charge it and keep it charged. Those allow for it to land. Fuel tanks underneath. A small engine. A procedural fairing around it, as you can see. And then we have batteries to power the what do they call them? Reaction wheel. Thank you. And then we have the fuel tanks for a larger engine, a separator, another reaction wheel, more batteries, more fuel, a bigger engine, more batteries, and then on the outside here we have our solid rocket boosters. For the solid rocket boosters, I am using Space Y boosters, which is basically a system that puts in a bunch of 5-meter and as you can see, 5-meter and 7-meter, I think. Yeah, 7.5 meter. Okay. So it's pretty easy. You just get all your staging right. I also have a mech jeb in there because I need the computer to pilot it down to the ground. So yeah, I think that's it. I will see you all on the launch pad. Alright, hello everyone from the launch pad. Here we are from the launch pad. Can I get a countdown, please? 5, 4, 3, 2, launch! Yeah! Okay. Try to put that on. Look at her go. We barely need it to be accelerating using that bottom engine because the solid rocket boosters are going to do most of the work until we get up to atmosphere. As you can see, we are moving very fast because you want to try and conserve fuel, as much fuel as you can for getting to the moon, because that is really hard to do. As you can see, our solid rocket boosters are about to run out. We will do a separation. Perfect separation. We will bank over. Like so. And we will go to our view. As you can see, we have a pretty good trajectory. We're going to go banking over just a little bit more to right about there, so that we're getting more lateral speed. As you can see, it's coming up very clean and nice. We will then shut off the engine, and we'll put in a maneuver. This maneuver is going to get us into a basic orbit. Yeah. That's not a very good orbit. That's good. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, no orbit is precisely perfect. So, yeah. That's actually a really good orbit. Okay. T-minus 2 minutes, 32 seconds to boost. We will aim our rocket at that. And it's using the reaction wheels that we put in there to stabilize itself. and get itself in there. So yeah, we'll warp forward to slow this down for everyone. Very easy. Keeps going, keeps going. Okay, 14. As you can see, we need to make a pretty big boost in order to get into a stable orbit. So, this is either going to go really good or really bad. I actually probably used a lot more fuel than I should have. Don't you love that wiggle? It's wiggling. Which, the wiggle is okay.
It's fine.
If you have a problem with the wiggle, you can always pull back your engines and it will decrease your wiggle. Obviously, I have no problem with it because I built it extremely strong, so it's going to wiggle a little bit. Rockets do that in real life anyway, believe it or not. We're going to reach separation here in another couple of seconds. Got about 30 more seconds of burning. We're probably not going to make the maneuver on just that fuel tank. We'll have to use the next stage, which is okay. Once you're in orbit, it doesn't take a lot of energy to get to the moon. You just want to have that extra fuel in case things go bad. Yep. So you want to separate, and you want to wait about 5 seconds after, so that you can get clear, and then you can activate your engine. See? Perfect separation. Oh, and that was too much even. Which is okay. Alright. So now we're in an orbit. Now we want to see where our moon is.
Well, it's not really called the moon. It's not the moon.
It's the mun.
It's the moon.
So we're going to push our orbit out using a maneuver. Okay? Then we can kind of look around, see what's happening. Ah, see there? We've gotten a moon encounter, which is perfect. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that little moon transfer. And it's not that hard, you just kind of have to look around, see which way the moon is going, and then get to that so that you can do what you need to do. Warp to there. Okay. Look at how amazing that is. Uh-oh. What has happened? Oh, we're going back into the atmosphere. How much are we going back into the atmosphere? Not that much. We will hit a little bit of drag, though. Oh, no we won't. We'll be fine. How much are we hitting drag? A little bit. Nothing we can't handle, though. We'll speed up.
See at the top when he speeds.
Yeah. See, we're doing fine. Look at that.
Yeah, we're doing good. Good.
Alright, now we're already starting to come back out. Everything's okay. Just to be safe, I would recommend going at a higher orbit than what I did, but I'm trying to conserve fuel. You can build some extra fuel tanks in if you're unsure, which is okay. But remember, the more fuel you have, the more you have to haul around, the more everything takes to do. So, okay. As you can see, we're about to make our transfer. We can see the moon over there. Believe it or not, here in another day or so, Kerbal time, we will be on that moon. And granted, I didn't attach any experiments to this, but you could very well attach some wonderful experiments to this and get a lot of science out of it. Thankfully, we're not playing in career mode, so it doesn't take a lot of science to get new parts. And as you can see, we're using the same engine, but because we're pushing a smaller craft, it's going a lot faster. So, we'll start to bring down the engines. And we're coming in. Will it be perfect?
Yes.
But we have no moon encounter. Rather curious. I wonder why. Maneuver. Okay. So what we really need to do, we can pull back on that. Get it to the same. Bank a little right. That's what we have to do. That'll barely take us any time. So, because we hit some of that atmospheric drag, the transfer was not quite perfect, but as you can see over here, we can correct it rather easily. So we'll warp there. Moon transfers are not hard. Now, planet to planet transfers are extremely hard.
I'm warp complete.
Alright. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. I don't know why I'm seeing the marriage thing. I know what I'm talking about. Alright. We're now moving in, getting ready for a course adjustment.
And as you can see, the moon is a lot farther.
Yep. Alright, here we go.
Got a little
One.
wiggle. Got a little wiggle. Got a little wiggle.
Make sure we get that perfect. Oh. And we have hit it. So we will warp ahead.
As you can see, the moon is also. Look at the moon.
Yep, the moon is also moving ahead in its orbit. I love the music. There we go. Alright. So, now we've hit a moon encounter, but because we're going so fast, we're just gonna fly right by it. We don't want that. What we want to do is we kind of come to the periapsis and pull our speed down until that. How amazing is that? Okay. And we'll warp ahead to where we need to be. I will actually just take us and warp us there. Warp here. Perfect. Alright. Right there we can see our lovely moon. Waiting for the orbital transfer. I meant for this to be a lot faster, but I was a little lazy and I was not doing good at my maneuvering. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Was also here on that moon too, but since it was so, it didn't record. I was here.
And we have officially gotten into an official moon orbit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to find a good landing place. I'm thinking we land there.
The moon.
I'm thinking we'll pull our thing back. You're going to want to use these maneuvers a lot. It makes it very easy. Okay. And that'll get us about where we want to go. So, this is really easy. We just get into our thing. We'll warp there. We can see Kerbin in the background. So with a Kerbal, you have to actually bring them back to Kerbin for them to be safe, you know? Here, we're a probe, which means we can pretty well just leave it on the moon.
It's not a moon. In Kerbal Space Probe, it's the moon.
The moon.
The moon.
39 seconds till burn. I'm going to pull out the MacJeb tab here. We're going to go to our landing guidance. Alright. Now we will do this really quick, and we'll detach.
Detach. Detach. Stabilizers. Detach.
Alright. Are y'all ready? We're going to do this. We are going to land on that moon safely. For some reason. I don't know why, but we are. Okay, and...
Yeah, we are.
Perfect. Okay. We will detach those. Perfect. We will do a quick separation. Perfect. We'll make sure the engine is all the way off. Then we will start the engine. Okay. Now we're going to go and say pick a target on the map. And then we are going to tell it where we want to land. And right now, we want to land right about there. We're going to tell it land at target. Alright. Now we're going to watch it do its thing. And hope that it does it right. So it's going to speed us in towards the moon. As you can see, the moon gets a lot more high detail as we're getting closer. It wants to pull it ahead. I'm going to try and slow it down just a little bit so that everything goes a bit smoother. Okay. Now, as you can see, it has decided not to warp anymore, which means we're getting towards our thing. Look at that. So it's starting to power up. We're gonna land right over there by that crater. So we might land on the edge of that crater, which is okay. That's why we have these stability struts. But it looks like we're just barely going to miss it. We're loading in terrain generation. You can see that. We can see the rest of our pieces crashing, which is good. We're slowing down quickly. A little bit of glitching. Lander legs. Alright. It's going to slowly bring us down.
If you have an Xbox One, Kerbal Space Program is coming to Xbox.
And it's jutting us down. And alright. Look at that, everyone. We have successfully landed on the moon.
That's what I just said.
See, so now we can come out here. Delete that. And that is precisely where we landed. How amazing, huh? Well, that's not where we told it to land, but oh well. I guess MechJeb is glitching. And look at that. Now we can see where we want to land, and we have a target now. Yeah, look at that. We just barely missed that hill. We actually landed at a really good spot. Alright. So, that is it for this tutorial. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, don't give it a like. Because why else would you be here on this channel if you didn't like this? And if you like our channel, please subscribe. 3D Ink Studios. I think that's it. Captain Cheerio, signing off.